Okay, testing. Hello, hello. OBS just shit itself. I have no other answer than that. That's just what happened. So, thanks for the mention on that, Tama. I did not catch it. So, you guys probably missed me just poking my nose in places. Alright, let's see if this will come back up on stream real quick. Okay. The game has to reappear itself, though. Hello? Yeah, I don't know what point cut out on it. Anyway, we did ball, and then I removed the Aegeus over here. But that'll make a drop down into here, which means it's easier to get back up here, and yada yada. Yeah, I added Oscuyo, and I added Lamu to our BRB as well. Okay, cool, the game is actually showing up now. Alright, there we go. Worth saving in case something funny happens to the game too. Okay. Well, apologies for the weird nonsense there. I did not anticipate that happening. Alright, so... I know what I need to do here. You... Not you. You. Compost. The wilding won't go straight through here, but I we guide it. Should be just cutting through. Oh, okay, it did cut through. There we go. That gives me a little flower. Perfect. Alright, so that gives me stuff that I need. That is a very useful wilding. Anyway, we can just skip. So the whole objective for this sort of thing is that you want to skip all the mini games by going through different pathways. Game did not want to... I don't know why I'm not grabbing the ledge here. Fine, if I go through here, it will do the thing. I have the wilding seed. Is that gonna go up enough to break that? Theoretically? Yes. Alright, okay. Alright, more brain fungus. Oh, what do I need? Car. Either way, I need car. Alright. I have car is like the one thing I don't have a lot of. Fine. Alright, we can now do poison damage. And we have one more brain fungus we need, and then we'll have all of the abilities unlocked. Get ready for block match. Align blocks of the same color in rows of 3 to score points. Hello, welcome to the minigame. So the white speckled spots turn off all of the murder spin. There we go. Oh yeah. Give us fruit every time we do that. Plant something up here. Thankfully. That might give us what we want. Oh, here, there. Alright, there's a lot of saves in this area. We've already seen one, so that doesn't change anything for us. I also skipped that game over here. Probably. That. No, I skipped that one. Which is fine. Oh no, that one. I skipped the one in the middle there. We'll see the premise of it later anyway. Alright. Oh, there's a wild thing seed here. Easier. There we go. Good shit. Alright, welcome to, I believe this is the last type of bug. I forget what your specific requirements are. I think you eat meat. Go. Yep. Alright, we're not friends with you. Got our wilding seed here. This is such a visually interesting set pieces with like the chrysanthemums and stuff here. Perfect variety. Arachnid pod. Squeeze it to get all the mush out. Isn't that your favorite textural meal? Squeeze the mush out? I love my flesh Go-Gurt. That's the best. Alright, you'll eat anything except cannibalism? We're friends now. Important part. Need that seed. I need a spot to make a thing to even get up there, so... Okay. There we go. Let's brain fungus down. Oh, I did not mean to eat that. I think enough of you are... This is fine. Also, did you get the goopy innards out? I mean, true, but not acknowledging it. Although we know they're not goopy, they're mushy. Kind of implies a certain textural position. Ugh, come on, why'd you only do one jump? I needed you to do a double jump. Go. There's a compost map. Right. Nope, nothing over here. Alright, so I'm glad I got everything up there. That took me a few tries initially. Alright, this also might take me a few tries. Okay. But you keep that to yourself. Alright, here, friends. Oop, did not move here. There is a lot of you up here. Splicer, I'm just gonna heal you, because I might be able to use you later. I might be able to make it. Not quite. I mean, we're gonna have to revisit here anyway, but yeah, so there's a memory mushroom up there. Save here. I don't think there's anything else in that section. again. We can skip this. I want that wild seed though, please. Thank you. But we're gonna do the game mode anyway, because I skipped the other one. Our challenger enters the gauntlet. It's all very straightforward. Just hit all the buttons to go through. Bye. Banana. Alright, so we have that connection point open. So... is it... oh, it's openable? Yes. I'll feed you. Then another wilding here. So basically, as you might have guessed, given how there's alternative paths to everything, the, I guess we'll say, good ending, and also kind of required for getting the things that I want, is you have to figure out how to get through here without being detected. There we go. That does remind me. Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 extra brain funguses that we have no use for. Yeah, the game's pretty rife with them, but yeah, that's every ability unlocked. And we now have every ability permanently unlocked for every cycle going forward. Doesn't matter anymore, because I already got the fungus. Okay, means we can go down here. That has opened up the machines, but I'm gonna go this way because it'll open up stuff. Alright, more block match. I like the intense music for what is extremely low stakes. The music's all chilled out now. I think it's supposed to do that. Have a winner, please advance to the next room. Here's a banana. Alright. Save. Like that there. Not working space. I can grab the network here. I can't. Alright. Well, I know what I need to do. Down here. More flowers here. I made friends with the guy down there, so that should give me an easier flowering point there. Also, while I'm here, before some roots get settled in. Give me that. Okay. There's a flower there, so that gives me another extra access point. And then go this way. That is a game. Or other. If anything, funny enough, the palm is easier to... harder to deal with. over your ass. That's not a Noper, that's a Skellig. But yeah. It is of similar difficulty as the Noper. Alright, so that should open up the next thing forward. Alright. Oh. Oh boy, more block match that I skipped earlier. Anyway, you can see the problem with this area. It's just difficult. It's just a lot of what it's offering is tedious. Wanted. I'm not particularly in danger here. It's just. My favorite fantasy is where I play 3-match. Or spinning blocks. Done. Got these. They're basically full heals. Alright. We've gotten pretty good form momentum here. That you need here. Beneath it. Oh, right. Don't do cannibalism. They will eat things. Friends? Cool. So the Braconid pod should be more than sufficiently nutritious. All this. Alright, more double ball. Yeah. Nooper is actually the one that is kind of challenging though. Yeah, they sweep around and shit. Go, it's one. More brain fungus I don't need. We have achieved worthless gold. Alright. Welcome to the final game. Such determination and commitment has provided us with valuable data. And watching you die will make for a satisfactory wrap-up. Okay. Anyway, basically what it does is if you're not dead, it scans you. Does more murder ball. I need to wait for that plant to finish growing, and then I'll... Alright, analysis. Target disintegrated. Initiating sanitation protocol. Alright, we're down here now. Go. Put you there so I can plant something. Or meat. My own meat. Is that enough? We're friends. Alright, cool. That's prepped for later. Honestly, just sticking that up there is a terrible idea. Fine. The Devidaru. No, I didn't say. No, no. Actually. Or it establishes any roots. There we go. Get some buffalo fruits from that trouble. That opens up here. Ooh, I actually might be able to. Um. And that. Throw back. Well, that's just doing everything I wanted to, right? Okay. I didn't even have to do anything. I just did what I wanted. Challenge program concluded. Host puppet dormant. But yeah, the announcer is just a puppet. Okay, yeah, that Devathar just did me some real solids here. Good plan. Alright, that worked. And that gives me lots of buds. So that's an easy grab for that. And for you to do the thing I want you to do. You, that's not going to open up yet. Another wilding seed. Whose puppet's the puppet? Yeah, we're going to find out that real soon. Alright, so... that shrub's going to do me some favors. Grabbed the Sprogan, but it turns out we didn't really need it much. Down here. Right, I need to be able to get through that. Which I will soon. Alright. Let me plant some Sprogan. That'll give me a connection point to the edge. Okay. And okay. You might notice that there's a dirt pot, but we can't do anything with it. It'll be relevant later. For now. So, contestant, you have found us. Impressive. As awarding analysis progresses, the commitment you display while breaking out of the game means a lot. In real abstractions, your data adds up to 88%. Still, our analysis of you has concluded. You are no longer required. The host. Right, you gotta, like, kind of launch the ball back into it. Anyway, there was some kind of parasite on the shaman, as predicted by our little earlier information. Alright, so the last feature, the rear modification. I think it's the only one that doesn't have an upgrade of some kind. Rooms are shivering, leaves are rustling. Character who's just not present in the screen. Alright, sure. Fenced horns whisper, and they roar. Beams are unraveling. But what will remain? Excuse me. Seal is breached. And the last of the Shamasul has fallen. In the chalice, and I will stop the Sojourner if it's the last thing I do. Alright, we now have bad vibes, which means we can get through 5-door. How far does that lead spread? Here. Here. We got one last wilding. Alright. Compost. Part of the reason I'm being very thorough about what I'm grabbing. Soup. Go, give me that. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Well, it doesn't matter. It's already kind of settled. Right. I think that's the solution to my problem. Okay, I know what I should do. Question is, do I have... There one here. No. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna keep off the what it is for now. Alright, so I can actually go over there and so it tells us information on plants and bugs. It also tells us if we point at this soil, tell us how healthy the soil is, root, so how much can the plant actually produce, so on and so forth. It also tells you what part of the plant is. Alright. Bubble fruits here. I do want to save. Save before we go do the thing. Now, the important thing is I want to go back up to here. I want to grab something. That'll leave me prepped for... That's actually really important. Well, no, because that should be okay. I did the transplant there. Like, put something... There we go. Just wrap around, go up through here. Sorry, I know I'm putting off something important, but... this is really helpful. Get this done sooner than later. Did I put a friend up here? Also... no, I did put a friend up. Alright, we're good. As long as I put a friend up here. I don't know if that spinner will stay kidnapped, though. That's a good question. I actually don't know if the bugs carry over between vehicles. Alright. I guess at this point, let's stop belaboring the point and let's go. I've done everything I can, so let's go slam dunk the final shaman, his bad vibes. Alright. Make sure I want those. Looking like a big spooky mess here, huh? Hey, Gardener. Ominous tremors. Almost like the whole sarcophagus is falling apart. Yeah? You look determined, my friend. Are you entering the humidicrib? Gives me an eerie feeling. Are you sure you're prepared for what's in there? In any case, take these. Fruits always bring gardener comfort in stressful situations. Yeah. Good luck, my friend. Whoop. I wanted to grab those, and it's fine. I appreciate the thought. You have tons of fruit, at least. See, again, Gardener's the best. How do you not love Gardener? I was hoping to catch him midair. Every slay, every shattered incubator. Your destructive spree ends here as you atone for your unpalatable behavior. Now, bear witness to my triumph and the awakening. As I fulfill the prophecy. Qualia. Alright, final boss time. Go. Inflicted poison there at the last second. I am Qualia, called of the Shamasul, Chalice of Baria. Demon Ultros will be delivered. There is nothing to hold back the dark influence. There is no balance. And without the Shamasul, the loop failsafe will no longer trigger automatically. You must activate the program manually. Tenebra Calligrum. The extractor anchored outside the humidicrypt. It responds to you. And with the Shamasoul seal gone, all program restrictions should be lifted. Use it to trigger the loop failsafe, please. I am too weakened to even try and hold back the darkness, but I think I can get you the extractor. Alright, True Returner, the final upgrade. The Returner's true function has been unlocked. I must rest, so tired. Trigger the failsafe, and please, remember me. Remember that I helped. But basically the loop was to prevent Ultros from bad vibesing and ruining everything. The entire universe. Seem to have returned. Oh. Partner's here already. Hello? My friend. Don't worry, Gardner remembers. We met before. Yeah. The Wisps and Gardner took the liberty of returning your extractor to you. But we weren't sure if you still wanted your sword. This is odd, but there was all this food and seeds in this sort of stasis field floating around the extractor. I assume it's your stuff? Yeah. We left the sword over there by the stasis chamber. Oh, and we also repaired the chamber. These gardens have grown and thrived, the strangest of times. And with it, the Shamasoul gone, the winds humming in the trees is different. Its mind feels open. It remembers the reason for coming here in the first place. Now the old stomping grounds of the Trellis called for Gardner to return with all discoveries. His friends have connected with the escape pod here, and entwined the biomes, the tune of the cosmos. The pod can carry us both, my friend. Home or wherever your soul yearns to go. Gardner is ready. When you feel done, enter the pod and we're off. Well, first things first. I need the sword to get into the pod. Let's do a proper save. Attacks is complete. Alright, so we're just gonna do this, because that's just an ending. It is one of the two endings. As you might have guessed, there is a second ending that you get. And that is from connecting all of the shamans and then going to the crib. Which we've done most of that. We're just missing the Pantheon at this point. But let's see what the other ending is. My friend, you have done everything you could here. There's no shame in leaving things behind. Just how we make room for new journeys. Yeah. Have a seat and, be on our way. Like, for the worst of the two endings, I like this one. Partner goes, yeah, it's okay to just say you did your best. Of course, we're getting the real ending. I put in so much goddamn groundwork for it. Yeah, I enjoy this game. I think this is a very good time. I do continue recommending it. Yeah, we'll probably finish this tonight. We have an hour and a half. We have an hour and a half to get the last console. So, I know what I want to do after we finish Ultros. I have something small planned, and then something a little bit longer after that. I've also figured out what I want to do on Mondays after we finish Wind Waker, since we only have like a stream left of that, really. We get the last Triforce piece and go do Sponge. So, we're almost done with Zelda, so I know what I want to follow that up with. Taking the steps to set up my room a little bit. I need to go find like school or something, but otherwise, I'll make it work. Which is an interesting thing to say, but we'll see. But yeah, I did do a little bit of prep work today for that in particular. In other news, I managed to pick up Romeo as the Dead Man. And I would like to say Romeo as the Dead Man is going to be on stream at some point. It's the new Suda 51 game. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend looking it up. It is pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It is the most Suda 51 game so far. Someone has pulled the lawnmower engine and has let that keep revving. It is extremely weird game, yeah. I don't know when I'm getting to it, but it is definitely on the list. I'm a couple levels in at this point. I have been enjoying it a lot. A bit on theme for today, if you missed it. I don't know if they're still doing it, but hard drive, the Onion adjacent version of video game and tech news. Yeah, hard drive is doing a Valentine's Day fascist massacre stream where they're playing all of the like Wolfenstein and stuff like that. So good on them for charity. So, you know, very good video game news. Like, on it, that they're actually just doing that. That isn't a bit. Like, they've been doing a full stream. I watched some of it earlier. And, yeah. Like, no, full props to them. At some point, I need to stream, Wolfenstein. I really need to stream Wolfenstein so that my machine can actually handle that. I definitely intend to. Alright, we have the sword, so I can't do the non-sword thing. Alright, so with that... Yeah, we keep all of the stuff we had. Hence why I held on to that's broken. But because we've recycled, all of the stuff is back. But first things first. We need to go wrap through here because I want that Mushishi seed. Yeah, seriously. Good to them. They got a couple people like airbagged on there, so I don't remember the whole lineup. Here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Burgers. It's broken here. Would be adequate for what I need. Oh yeah, does my stinger... It does not hold captives. Oh no, it does. Okay, cool. I am still holding that bug hostage. Alright. Right. I think there's some compost right up there. Unless... There we go. Alright. Not quite enough. Ugh. Isn't really anything I can plant here that's gonna... Alright. Well, like... Maybe... Extend where the actual flower point is. We want the buffalo fruit. Mostly, I don't have that much meat on hand, actually, but I have enough. The immediate nutrient boost. Good, expand the wheat. Need the Ogomumen. Can. I guess as long as I just spray it the right direction, it's very. Also, does Bobo have car? It does not. Super trunk would be fun. There we go. Gets me extra flour. Okay. I'm just gonna need find another one. There we go. There we go. Good. Alright. There's a reason I was doing all that extra prep work. Right next to the... We need this one hooked up. This one needs to be hooked up. This is just the really important one. Let's say there should be a... Ushishi... Where here? Or somewhere, right there. Call. Brogan, so let's go grab those. Yeah, I had some weirdness going on there. I don't know what that was about, but right there. Okay. That. There's the shape of her. Human. Okay. Have the Mushishi I need. Yoga Moomin. I have the stuff. Go. Okay. Well, that's paid off. Right. Here. I think it's just I don't have to get caught in any of the games. Cameras don't matter. Intruder on the premise. Your data shows that you have circumvented the Pantheon's challenges. Corrupt numbers must not enter the substructure. Is it because I got caught on camera? Ugh. I thought I could get through you peacefully. Weird. Nice of you to do that. Assuming you can deal enough damage between it to only have to break one eye. Okay, maybe it was because I got caught by the camera. Because I'm pretty sure if you come here without getting caught, it's supposed to just be like, okay, so what are you doing here? Why did you end up here? What are you doing? What is it you want? And then he opens up the dirt patch underneath you, and you're like, okay, I can just seed deer. It's a little weird. Okay. You might notice now that all the lines here, they're all, like, vibrant and large. Alright, so there's one thing I want to do before we go to the end. That was go get that. Because there's that last one up there. Get that challenger. That can be accessed. Or, yeah, this. The mushroom here. And access. Be careful. Oh, this shit again. It punched up through the mushroom and killed the mushroom. Whatever, I have a thing that goes in here better. Something I can actually just stand on. That's open. I might just have to get back here. Just quality off. I might be able to cinch that. There we go. So, almost there. Get up there as well. It's fine. First one doesn't matter. Hey, Monkey. Well, unupset of wasting 7 hours waiting for my bicycle to be serviced as I finally dug into my library of untouchable Playdate games. There are up to 2 that I actually enjoy so far. That is a lot, yeah. It was a bit of a queue, I guess. There's a lot of a queue, it sounds like, though. Today is some kind of bicycle destruction day. Too much about getting an action up here. I just want to get up. Good, we're good. Alright. Don't really need to worry about getting any of the network up here, because I already kind of finished the network for this area. Wildness that much. And we'll replace the chain and cassette because those are apparently made of paper mache. Yeah, fair enough. I should connect some of these and do yada yada, but... oh, right. I need aluminum. Whatever. Wilding will do the job. It, in theory, should do the job. It's a memory mushroom, and the final memory mushroom is also down here. If I was running the network up here, I could have gotten... Need the Ogle Moon in to get up there. Or I need compost. Like that. Yeah, I'm actually pretty close to getting this. They're not going to be happy with that. Thank you. Get me through here. I can actually make this a little easier. I just chop the top off that plant. Here. That'll get me upstairs, so I can get that mushroom. Basically, the goal is to get those 2 mushrooms, and then... That's more or less all of the collectibles. There's 1 or 2 I didn't bother with. I guess you can consider that my encouragement to go pick up the game for yourself, because I do recommend it. It is a good video game. I should get back upstairs, right? Oh, I cannot get back up there. Poor planning on my thought. Okay, it's fine. Like a full hour. Don't really have the slot loaded, and I don't feel like starting a new thing immediately. What are you doing attacking him? You don't even eat vegetables. There. Alright, let me go through. Fine, whatever. Okay. So... to waltz my way back up. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this area isn't that bad, it's just... it can take a bit to figure out. Alright. We just need to go... I have some compost. Important part. Yeah, you see what my problem is here. And you can't break that either. It just happens here. Can't. Okay. Fuck you. You don't have to come back. I'm okay just cutting you off. That's fine. You're kind of a dick. Alright. I have to clear the game to get the door. To clear the game to get the door. Alright, fine. Now it's having cleared the game. No, it doesn't. Oh, that sucks. Because there's no host, I killed the host, so... I can't get through that section. Should have done that earlier. Didn't. Okay. Back here. Have what I need. Buster. Left ways and up. Yep, we got it. Took some roundabout bullshit, but we got there. A blank singularity. Dream not yet realized. Oh, spill from the sky. Alright. Get back up there. Okay, so... Actually, I forget, what are you? Boom Pong. A fringed insect that produces plasma projectiles from its bubble-shaped glands. Anything, no cannibalism. Nope. Ugh. Make me come back up and around here again. It's a little annoying. Okay. There we go. That was much more of an ass than it needed to be, but hey, we got there. A myth from the stars, a tale of long-forgotten saint. They sent us the first mother. An empty potential about to be birthed into existence, but it was greeted with short-sightedness. Reincarnated is fit and proper, but never aware. Dictated from beyond our blessed ignorance and idle hands. Okay. I don't think there's much else left for us. Just go for it. As you might have guessed on my initial playthrough of this game, I was considerably more interested in getting every possible nook and cranny of the game, like, networked, but it's just not really necessary, so I haven't really bothered in this playthrough. Kinda doing what we need to do. Yeah, I was hoping. Right, we never got up there, so let's try and get our way up top there. I have things I need, so we can do that. I'm kind of missing of the thing I was hoping to get in here, but I might be able to make it anyway. notifications on the network. That's fine because I hooked it up to one of the network nodes, so that held everything up. Cool. That's fine. But I don't need anything up there. Fine, as long as we can slide in here. I got a guy up here. I wonder if... Okay, it looks like I am going to have to change it, but, you just kind of... harvest that. There is a Mushishi down there. Grab that. Get up to that room up there, and then up for the night. The ending is there's no like fights or anything. We've done all the mechanically difficult things. Okay. As I just let me through, it'll be good. I think that pretty much leaves like the only room that we haven't touched. It's sprayer, the hidden sprayer upgrade, and I can do the trimmer if I want, but I mean at this point I don't need it. I don't think there's a memory hidden behind it. I think it's just the trimmer upgrade. Oh, right, the Aegeus explains, like... Okay, let me... Welcome. I mean, Building will do the needed to do. Oh, the Mushi. Okay, I just kind of this one. For the moment. Okay, cool. That'll actually just do what I wanted to. Alright, cool. Yeah, okay, that works. That does the thing I need it to. Right, and then... But I could do something really funny, though. Might go. There we go. That opens that up. Give me that. There. Perfect. Oh wait, actually, maybe that is it is, but moment. Could in theory give me what I'm trying to do. Edge. Yeah, okay, cool. That did exactly what I wanted it to. Alright, there we go. Oh, that was just brain fungus. Alright. A lot of work for that. Alright. Came up with some creative solutions to problems. I'm just checking. We don't need any of these abilities. So. Yeah. So the sprayer upgrade is behind that wall right here. So there's the sprayers behind here. That loop should back up. Right? Could go up and cut a... I don't think there's anything. I think there's a brain fungus up there. As I said, if you do everything, there's +7. I ended up with +7. Something around there. Alright. I think we qualify for the good ending at this point, so... About 11 o'clock. We missed a couple collectibles, but that's fine. Whoops. Wrong direction. It's looking bright and shiny in here. Alright, we've replaced all of the bad vibes with good vibes. And magical plant sprites. Oh. Another floral in here now. There's a wisp colony. Beings whisper of dreams not yet realized. Their flutter pulsates with faith throughout the humidicrid. Everything is waiting for us. I feel it. I appreciate the Sojourner has a bit of a saunter to them. Okay, yours is green now. Once diverged. Now gently intertwined. Stirring the unborn potential as we tremble. Yeah, that's Ultros. So yeah, I think it's kind of a shame that I know, like, what? I know one person that owns it and nobody has played it, so... Seemed like the perfect thing for stream. Thing I've yammered about, but not actually, you know. really shown much of. I thought this would be a good time for stream. And yeah. It's a really interesting one, I think. And was worth the time. I definitely recommend it a lot. I did it, what, 18? It took me, what, 18 cycles to, like, get all of the everything in the game? And we did, like, 98%, 97% or something shit. We're up there. We did enough of the game. In 7. So, or 8 cycles, I should say. We didn't even have to use the returner again. Because, yeah, you can now just make a new loop whenever you want. It's just a thing now. So... Actually, it feels pretty good to have beaten it without having to do an additional loop. Like, we just did the 8 minimum, and that was it. So, I feel pretty good about that. It tells you how much, like, forethought and planning actually really go, how far it really goes in this game. So we're gonna shift, not tonight, but on Sunday. I'm gonna shift gears to something a little bit lighter, a little bit sillier. So look forward to that. What I'm doing after that, again, I'm still kind of waffling on, but I got a stream or two planned out, so gives me some time to think about it. The polyhedron. To worship dice. Moon beckons, introspection, a dark night, the soul. Shadows may lie, deep to stop, you must die. Do not lay waste to homes, you must rest. Your weary bones, draw them up, draw them out. That's what it's all about. We got hit almost 2,000 times, and we did... Or no, we took about 2,000 damage. And we dealt 11,500. Yeah. Only 8 loops. And 15 hours? It's pretty good. In game time, anyway. It is very similar to that, yeah. So yeah, Ultros, good video game, would recommend. I missed a couple little bits, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll see you guys Sunday for, I believe, I have it set up, so we'll work on it when we get then. Yeah, jarring shift in tone. Sort of. Uh, I'm gonna do, because I'm actually been trying to do a little bit of setup with the Super Nintendo. So we're gonna be running Kirby Dream Land 3. That's the one of the SNES Kirby's, because I just kind of had a weird itch to play some of that. So I think that will be a maybe not interesting follow up, but you know, I think that would be a fun follow up. And then after that, I have something else in mind, but I'm kind of waffling on one or two ideas between it. And then yeah, I have Monday after Zelda planned. So whenever we get to that. So anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm gonna knock this off here because there's no point starting another game with only a half hour to go here. So we'll cut stream short here. So this guy. Kimo. What are you from? I'm guessing Dragon Quest X. No, Caravan Hearts. Okay. That explains why I don't recognize it. Yeah. Dreen. I like the name Dreen. That's fun. I would like to play Caravan Hearts, but every time I try to play it, it doesn't work. I can't get it to work no matter what I actually run it in. It's on the list. Dragon Quest Monsters 2 specifically has also a lot of weird like monsters that were unique to it that only show up in Monsters as well, like as a series. I imagine. Green is it's just so good. Yeah, I admit I'm not. I would be avoiding watching a stream of it because I would like to play it myself. Asking the Tamer what was in Zone. Did he play 7 at least first before he did Caravan Hearts? The 7 is in fact very relevant to Caravan Hearts, as it would turn out. Okay, cool. I'm planning on streaming 7 eventually. I haven't gotten around to it. Because it is a lot of video game. It only took like 9 months. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the problem. That's why I haven't gotten to it. Dragon Quest 7 is 100 hours long. It is about the same length as Persona 5. And you beat the game at like level 30. It legit takes you 3 hours to get to the first combat. It's wild. Like Time to Kill God. Yeah, I have like that is a whole post game thing too. So yeah, no, 7 I quite enjoy 7. I know it is a more divisive one because of how goddamn slow it is. But I think again, kind of like this game, I think the appeal is in it being slow. It is a game where it's okay that not much happens for a while because, like, yeah. It just takes its time to do stuff. But I mean, you get to experience not again, so... Who's to say? Who's to say if drinking and driving is good or bad, actually? Anyway, drill tweets aside. So, yeah, I'm gonna knock this off here. Good night. Catch you guys later, and I will see you Sunday for some Kerbo.